So this is, I don't know, a test recording, a pilot episode,
if you will.
There's going to be a lot of memes in this. It's also relatively important that the intro to every episode takes at least 3 minutes, I think, because by the time we start swearing, we're not going to get annihilated by the algorithm.
Well, we're not in it for the money caches.
We're not in it for the money caches, but the algorithm does mean whether people see something or not. So, hi, I'm Reb.
And I'm Amy.
We are... We are old nerds now, I think. We're in our 40s.
I'd say that.
We're not ancient nerds, we're not the OG grognards, but we are old nerds now. Like, there's certainly the average nerd is half our age, or younger. But I am a second generation nerd. So when I started my journey on nerdery, it was a second-hand copy of my mum's Red Box D&D first edition rule set. But you know, when I was a kid, I didn't have a lot of friends growing up. And one of the things I did enjoy, I can't even remember how I started getting into them, was turn-to-page adventure games. And of course, the most famous turn-to-page adventure games being the Ian Livingstone, Steve Jackson, You Are the Hero series. Very, very famous. Several of these books have now been made into various different types of computer games. Appointment with Fear is almost like a very stereotypical turn-to-page adventure game, just digital. And I believe they made either... Oh, what's the... I can't remember what it's called.
We don't have it.
God damn it, we do. No, we do.
The house.
It's one of the more famous ones.
The Death Trap Dungeons.
Death Trap Dungeons. So Death Trap Dungeons was made almost into like a traditional dungeon crawler, I think. And Warlock of Firetop Mountain, which is the game we're going to be starting, since it was very much the one that kicked everything off, is also a game. But we're not playing the computer games, we're playing the books, because very recently, within the last sort of 6 years, my entire collection of first edition prints of the You Are the Hero series were destroyed in a flood, which is very frustrating to me. But my wife started rebuying me the new print versions of all of these books, and they're very much how I remember them being, with some additional kind of greebling on the pages. They've got these lovely water stains that are sort of inked in. The artwork is, I believe, very much the same, if not of a similar style to how they used to be. But I have a very traditional kind of role-playing game, computer game background.
I don't.
Yeah. So, Amy, why don't you tell people a little bit about your history of gaming?
I am a LARPer and
we're both
tabletop player, but I started probably in my teens. I am probably considered first generation nerdery, because my parents definitely were not into fantasy and whatnot. I'm from a different nerdery completely.
I was going to say, yeah, I don't think it's fair to say that, because I think you've got more of a traditional nerdy background. I don't want to say mainstream. Mainstream makes it sound really horrible, but like, your parents are movie nerds.
My parents are movie nerds. My parents are music nerds.
And you are also a music nerd and a movie nerd.
but we didn't really have the turned pages and the sort of D&D and the this and that and the other.
You did play a lot of computer games.
I did play a lot of computer games. I had a Master System and a Mega Drive and a PS1 and a PS2 for a while. I had computer, like PC games, big on the old point and clicks. Point and clicks were where I live. Massive Monkey Island fan.
Yeah, point and click games actually. So like I didn't have a massive. I played a lot of computer games, but not so much like adventure games. But my not rekindled. My kindling love of adventure games is actually because Amy loves computer games. Because Amy loves adventure games, Monkey Island. The one that really blew my mind was the other LucasArts games that people don't really know very well, like Full Throttle. So yeah, Amy really got me into that, and that's kind of why I wanted to share this with her and why we're kind of doing this. But I think we've had about 5 minutes of no swear time. So we can start doing some stuff which is probably gonna
disclaimer. It will probably start.
Disclaimer. We've gone 5 minutes with no swearing. Now there will be swearing. So we are quite sweary.
I'm going into this basically blind,
and it's been a while since I read some of these books.
So expect a few odd choices.
Yeah. So let's start with the basics of a You Are the Hero kind of adventure. Now, not every You Are the Hero adventure has these the same way of doing stats and attributes and stuff like that. Some games have some games are sci-fi, so you won't have stuff like magic. Some games you get a superpower because you're a superhero. Other games you get spells as you start playing, and as you continue playing, and so on and so forth. But there is like 3 things that are generally considered universal: skill, stamina, and luck. Now, skill reflects your swordsmanship and fighting expertise. The higher the better. Stamina represents your strength. The higher your stamina, the longer you'll survive. Luck represents how lucky a person you are. Luck and magic are facts of life in a fantasy world you're about to explore. Skill, stamina, and luck scores change constantly during adventure, so keeping a razor handy. You must keep an accurate record of these scores, but never rub out your initial scores. Although you may receive additional skill, luck, and stamina points, these may never exceed your initial scores, except on very rare occasions where you will be instructed specifically. Now, this is also the generation of role-playing games, which I would refer to nowadays as OSR games. So there's no points buy system or anything like that. No. Stats are randomly rolled. So, Amy, to determine your skill, roll 1d6.
Oh, you can hear the clacks.
Yeah, but I don't know why you're rolling 2, because you're only going to be throwing 1.
I just like to have them in my hand and
That's
clack.
fair. Roll 1 and add 6 to the number. Okay, roll 1 on the table and add 6 to the number. That's going to happen a lot.
8.
8. Yep. So your skill is 8. That's better than average.
Ooh. Once a barbarian, always a barbarian.
Yeah. Roll both dice and add 12 to this number for your stamina. Oh. Oh dear.
So that's Snake Eyes.
Snake
Eyes.
14. We're going glass cannon mode, lads. Roll 1 die and add 6 to this number, and that is your luck.
That's another 8.
Okie dokie. So, the way that combat works, when you're told to fight a creature, you must resolve the battle as described below. First, record the creature's skill and stamina scores. The combat sequence goes: roll 2 dice for the creature, add its skill score. This is its attack strength. Roll 2 dice for yourself, add your current skill. This is your attack strength. Whose attack strength is higher? If your attack strength is higher, you've wounded the creature. If the creature's attack strength is higher, it's wounded you. If they're both the same, you've both missed. Start again. If you wound the creature, subtract 2 points from its stamina score. you may use luck to deal additional damage. If the creature wounded you, subtract 2 points from your stamina score. You may use luck to minimise this damage. Make the appropriate changes to either the creature's or your stamina score and your luck score if you used luck, and then repeat from step 1. This continues until the stamina score of you or the creature have been fighting been reduced to 0. Sometimes there is also other options like attempting to run and stuff like that.
I will be taking those options.
That's with a stamina of 14. That's not a terrible plan. So on some pages you'll be given the option of escaping from battle. You may only escape if it's offered to you on the page. If you do run away, the creature automatically scores 1 wound on you as you flee. Such is the price of cowardice. You can use luck on this wound in the normal way. So sometimes you'll be told to test your luck. As you will discover, using luck is a risky business. The way you test your luck is as follows. Roll 2 die. If the number rolled is equal to or less than your current luck score, you've been lucky. If the number is rolled is higher than your current luck score, you've been unlucky. The consequences of being lucky or unlucky will be found out on the page. Each time you test your luck, you must subtract 1 point from your current luck score. And in battles, you will always have the option of using your luck, as we described. If you're lucky, you can subtract 2 extra points when dealing damage. Hold on. Hold on. So when you've wounded a creature, you can test your luck.
Okay.
If you are lucky, you deal 2 extra points of stamina damage and reduce your luck by 1. If you're unlucky, you deal half as much damage, so you only deal 1 instead of 4. So it's risky. If the creature has just wounded you, you can test your luck to try and minimise the wound. If you're lucky, restore 1 point of your stamina instead of doing 2 points. If you're unlucky, take an additional point of damage. Don't forget to subtract 1 point from your luck score each time you test your luck. Occasionally a page may give instructions to alter your skill. A magic weapon will increase your skill, but remember, only 1 weapon can be used at a time. You cannot claim 2 skill bonuses for carrying 2 magic swords. Amy.
What? Me?
Your skill score can never exceed its initial value unless specifically instructed. Drinking the potion of skill will restore your skill to its initial level at any time. Your stamina score will change a lot during the adventure. As you near your goal, your stamina level may be dangerously low, and battles may be particularly risky, so be careful. You start the game with you start the game with enough provisions for 10 meals, so mark down provisions 10. A separate provisions remaining box is provided on the adventure sheet. You may only eat 1 meal at a time. When you eat a meal, add 4 points to your stamina and 1 point from your provisions. I think you can do that at any point. You may also find that at some point you may need to or want to do something like give provisions to an NPC or a character. Don't forget your stamina may never exceed its initial value unless specifically instructed on a page. Drinking the potion of strength will restore your stamina to its initial level at any time.
I'm going to be honest, that is a lot of words.
That is. What I'm actually thinking of doing is this first episode we'll be going through the basics of gameplay, and then we'll do a second episode which is the actual game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that is just a lot.
Yeah, I know. If you do lucky stuff, you might get additional luck. You start your adventure with a sword, leather armour, a shield, and a backpack containing provisions for the trip. You may also take a magical potion which will aid you on your quest. Each bottle of potion contains enough for 1 measure. It can only be used once during an adventure. Choose one of the following: a potion of skill, restores skill points; a potion of strength, restores stamina points; a potion of fortune, which restores luck points and adds 1 to the initial luck. These potions may be taken at any time during the adventure. Taking a measure of potion will restore skill, stamina, or luck to their initial level. Potion of fortune will also increase your initial luck by 1 point, and then restore the luck to that number.
I think. Oh, am I not meant to choose now?
Yeah. Pick now.
Can I take the fucking healing potion?
The potion of strength. technically they're all healing potions.
Stamina is hit points
Yeah,
at the minute.
potion of strength is stamina. So there's only one true way through the Warlock's dungeon, and it'll probably take you several attempts to find it, though those might be separate episodes. Make notes and draw a map as you explore.
Oh, Christ.
This map will be useful in future adventures and help you identify unexplored sections of the dungeon. Not all rooms contain treasure. Many merely contain traps and creatures, which you'll no doubt fall foul of. Several keys are to be found in dungeon rooms. Only by arriving at the Warlock's treasure with the correct keys will you open his chest and get to his treasure. The one true way involves a minimum of risk, and any player, no matter how weak on initial dice rolls, should be able to get through fairly easily. May the luck of gods be with you on this adventure.
Oh no!
Yeah, yep. So the mapping aspect of some games can prove to be quite important. I don't know. I think that fucking mouse destroyed them all. Do you remember I used to have a bunch of magazines which were turn-to-page adventures as well? So
yes, we had a mouse problem.
We had a mouse problem. The mouse ate all my Proteus comics, which is a much less well-known sort of like monthly comic which came out. That one had proper gridded maps, which was cool as hell.
Do you know I found a tea towel with a dungeon grid on it?
Oh really?
Yeah, I nearly bought it.
I'm such a mark for that kind of stuff. Anyway, we're at 16 minutes now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this episode. I'm going to bank it, and then we're going to start the second episode at the background to the game. So thanks very much for listening to our ramble about mechanics. I think next time, if we do more of these in the future, we'll probably skip the mechanics, aside from to explain what stats Amy went with. But yeah, thank you very much, chaps, and I'll see you on the actual first episode of My Wife is the Hero.
I am the hero. Yay!